Hey guys, Anthony Ogle here to welcome you to this episode of One Cast Away on Lake Champlain. Be sure to stay tuned and watch as I haul in some mega largemouth and smallmouth for the fourth stop of the 2022 Major League Fishing Northeast Bass Fishing League. You're not going to want to miss this show. All right, good morning. It is 10:55 a.m. on Wednesday, August 3rd, 2022. Pulling out of the driveway, going up to Lake Champlain in Plattsburgh, New York for the fourth stop of the 2022 Major League Fishing Northeast Bass Fishing League. Getting a little bit of a late start today. Usually I'd hit the road by 2, 3, 4 a.m., but decided I'd try to get some sleep and hopefully be more functional during this trip, and hopefully it pays off because we could really use a good bag this weekend and make sure we secure our spot in the regional championship. Sitting in 45th in Angler of the Year points right now, and we got to stay in that top 45 to make the cut. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can't get it done this weekend. All right, gas stop number 1 complete. $150 fill up in the truck here in New Jersey, land of where you can't pump your own gas. Pretty cool. Feel like a king over here. All right, good afternoon from Lake Champlain. It is 4:50 p.m. and I just pulled into the Fort Ticonderoga boat launch. This is on the southern end of Lake Champlain, so I figured I'd hit here on my way up to Plattsburgh, which is about another hour north. So let's get rigged up, get the boat in the water, see if we can't have some fun and catch a couple fish. Alrighty guys, well, we're out here on the southern end of Lake Champlain out of Fort Ticonderoga, and you can see around me, this is one of the things I love about Lake Champlain. It's such a versatile fishery. Here in the southern end, it's stained water, it's shallow, there's tons of vegetation. It makes it such a phenomenal largemouth fishery sometimes. Now you go just an hour north and you have one of the premier smallmouth destinations on the planet. You know, we're talking big smallmouth, deep clear water, even some big largemouth up there too. So we're gonna see if we can't have a little fun today. Catch just a couple largemouth on our way up to Plattsburgh. The chances of me running down here on Saturday are honestly slim to none. It's about an hour plus drive down here. So unless I find 25 pounds, you know, we'll probably just be fishing for fun here today. A little salad to start your Champlain vacation, huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dude, that was awesome. Oh, yeah. There's a chunk. Yeah. Fishing for 5 minutes, guys. Yeah. Look at dude, that's a 5-pounder. Still fun. Got a lovely trolling motor, looks like that. In the thick stuff, where the largemouth hide. Alrighty guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Really short day. Got out for about an hour and absolutely slammed them All in that thick stuff. Man, I love this place. All right, good morning, happy Thursday. It is practice day number 2, going out of Plattsburgh today. Before we get out there, I gotta rig up some spinning rods unlike yesterday. So let's get some egg beaters on the deck and see if we can't go catch us some smallmouth. Alrighty guys, it's an overcast, rainy day out here in Plattsburgh, New York. It is 2:23 p.m. We're getting another late start today because apparently it was really bad out here this morning. Still a little choppy out here, but apparently there was 5-footers out there. The wind was pretty heavy. So we sat out this morning and just spent some time rigging up rods and reels and tackle, which worked out pretty well. But we're getting out here at Plattsburgh now. We're gonna try to find some fish today. Now I have a bunch of spots and areas just from fishing history here. So my goal is to try to find some new stuff today, find some areas that are holding some fish that I can fall back on if my regular spots aren't gonna be working. So we're gonna get out here. Apparently the bite's been pretty good. Finding the above average size fish is the challenge apparently. But let's go see if we can't find some new stuff and learn something new today. Stay tuned. That is a 5-pounder, guys. Yeah, that's what we came here for. That's what we need. Absolute giant. Absolute giant. Whew. How about that to start the day? Look at that fish. Guys, we found another mega smallie. Oh yeah, look at the size of that one, guys. Whew. Working on a bag here. It's pouring out, so we don't have the GoPro going, but man, we're still catching them. Whew. Get this one back in the water. I cannot believe the size of the other one too. All right. All right. I cannot believe these fish.
A little bit. Not the keeper, at least.
We finally found a keeper. He ain't much. Not like the others. But he's 12 inches. Alright guys, well if you follow me on YouTube and follow me on social media, you would know that this season and this year of fishing has had a lot of highs and lows. You know, my boat trailer busted, my axle busted, costed over $1,000 to repair that. My electronics shorted out, 2 of them. I've been struggling in some of these tournaments to fill limits. My truck's transmission blew and gave out and was out for 3 months almost. My boat has an electrical issue. It's falling apart. The metal in my boat's corroding. My trolling motor's going bad. But also there's been so many high points. I recently quit my job to become a full-time professional fishing guide and to run my fishing lure company called Menace Baits full-time. I just recently got engaged to the love of my life, who also encouraged me to quit my job and fish full-time. But I'm telling you all this because there's an abundance of content out there on social media and on YouTube of the highs in this sport. Of your giant fish catches, of the tournament wins, breaking down the winning pattern. But what you don't see a lot of as much, or I think what people are craving more of these days too, is the struggles behind the good times, the lows, the reality, the equipment malfunctions. Oh, that was a big bite. The one that got away, the line break, the unknowns. And that's what I've been striving to do with this video series, is to show you guys every aspect of being out here, not just the fish catch montage. Man, you guys are getting a full dose of the hard reality of keeping up with my equipment and managing how I'm doing this as a job now and relying on my income as a professional fisherman to get me by. And it's because of that I want to be honest with you guys about how tough this season has been and how close I've come to quitting. You know, I was so close to quitting that I actually didn't even sign up for the last BFL until the night before. That's how difficult it was. And the last video, you can tell it suffered quality because I was just keeping up with my equipment and dealing with that stress the whole entire trip. I didn't even get to really focus on fishing until Saturday. I finally caught a couple. And I came so close to not even fishing the rest of the season. But it is my fiance, my friends, my family, and my supporters who have reminded me of what I'm doing out here. It's in my intro video in this series. Never stop fishing, because the fulfillment of your dreams could be just one cast away. That doesn't mean you hang up your fishing rod when you have a tough day, or you give up and go home when your boat's giving you problems, or you stress out and quit when things get tough. And I needed to hear that from people who've been reminding me of why they watch my video series. And I can't tell you how inspiring it has been that people stop me while I'm fishing or at the boat launch saying how they appreciate my videos and love to watch my content and are hoping all my boat problems get fixed and are wishing me the best of luck for this season. And I can't tell you how much that really means to me, because man, it's been tough out here. But just to hear someone say, man, I love what you're doing out here, it means a lot, because that's what I'm doing out here. You know, I'm obviously out here because I love fishing, and I'd be doing this anyway. And that was a pretty cool bite. At the end of the day, I really am out here for you guys. I'm out here to create content for you. I'm out here to teach you guys about how to catch more fish. On my fishing guide service, I'm out here to help people make memories that'll last a lifetime out in the water. And it's so special. And so I just want to say again, like, thank you so much to everyone who's supporting me and watching my content and my stuff and follow me on social media and being here every step of the way. And I would ask you guys to keep staying tuned to what I got coming out for you, and stay tuned for the journey, because on my boat it's always going to be interesting, I can tell you that. So I just want to say again, thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me, for booking fishing charters, for buying my fishing lures, and giving me the opportunity to make a career out of what I love so that I can serve you guys. With that being said, I think I'm going to pack it up, call it a day. It is a beautiful night out here in Champlain, but I got to go rig up a couple more rods and reels and tackle, get ready for another day of practice out here tomorrow, see if I can't continue to put the pieces of the puzzle together out here on Lake Champlain and find 5 of the right bites for Saturday. So stay tuned for the rest of practice. Should be interesting. They bite real funny sometimes up here. There we go. That's about the average size here, I'd say. No, it's a keeper. Maybe. He'll be close. Yeah, first keeper of the day, first 5 minutes of fishing, not bad. He's decent. Long and skinny. That's a better fish. Got 70 boats in the area here. Stay down. Giant. Wanted that. Giant. Yep. Oh yeah, look at the way he's running. Not a giant. Nice one, huh? Hey, it's a keeper. That's the thing, you just never know. Sweet. There giant, dude. All right. This is my first deep fish of the trip. Oh, holy crap. My friend, that is a 5-pounder. Get up. Get up here, buddy. Oh, he's coming up. Yeah. Good, thanks though. Freaking mega smallie. These things are something else. My gosh. Yeah, that's what we need right there. Yeah, buddy. Another 5-pounder. Look at the size of that fish. It's freaking crazy. All right, good morning. It's 5:59 a.m. on Saturday. We're going out boat 81. There's over 150 boats today. We got a large field. So we're gonna go see if we can't run and gun some of the spots that we found in practice, see if we can't replicate what we did and find some big uns. Try to find 5 of the right bites. Stay tuned, it's gonna be a good show.
Boat number 81. Got the 81. Boat number 82.
Alrighty, man, let's go catch some fish.
84, number 83.
Thank you, sir. Number 1. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. 2. Woo. I don't know why they're all that seems. Thanks. You're the only one who's found something good there. He's big, he's number 3. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That's better. More. Much, he's number 5. Saw one on the live stick, that was sick. So many of them down there. They're all back. Not cold. Cold. Now I'll get rid of that rat we just caught. There's like a pot of them right out where he was casting. Double up. Oh, he's bigger than I thought he was. What? Ooh. Hey, Mike. Oh yeah, he's heavy. Alright, that's gotta be some kind of a coal. I don't know how much. Alright guys, the day is over. We got our 5. Got them bright and early. Spent the whole day trying to upgrade and took some risk, but it just didn't work out. So we got our limit, but they got no size to them. But we're gonna go see what they weigh here.
Anthony Oggle coming up next out of Quakertown, PA, fishing the boater side, bringing us a limit of Lake Champlain bass. Your limit today, Anthony, good weight, 12 pounds even. Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it, my man. Great to see you, buddy.
Alrighty guys, Lake Champlain is a wrap, and man, it's been a week that I will never forget. Caught tons of fish this week, like over 100 something fish. Obviously, I'm not gonna bore you guys with the footage of all the fish under 2 pounds, but I caught lots of 4, 5+ pounders too that you got to see. But I didn't exactly have the finish I was hoping for in Saturday's BFL, especially after seeing the fish that I was on in practice. I only ended up weighing in a 5-fish limit for 12 pounds even, which was good enough for a middle of the pack finish, but it did give me some very valuable Angler of the Year points, which moved me up 5 standings in the Angler of the Year race. I moved from 45th place to 40th place. And that's important again because we have to be in the top 45 cut to qualify for the regional championship at the end of the season on the James River. So right now we're sitting in the cut with 1 event remaining in the season on Cayuga Lake at the end of August. So we're gonna go up there and see if we can't get a decent finish as well and secure our qualification in the championship. But like I said, very fun weekend at Lake Champlain. The way I caught them in the tournament was night and day to how I was catching them in practice. On Thursday and Friday, I was catching all of my smallmouth up shallow in 5-foot deep water or less. And I think they were up shallow because they could with the overcast conditions that we had. We had some rain, and when there's low light conditions like that, those fish can get up shallow, roam, hunt for prey without being seen. But on Saturday, the weather conditions changed. The sun was high in the sky. There was not a cloud in the sky for most of the day. It was hot and sunny. And what that does is it creates more light in the water, and it drives these fish to hunt and hide themselves in tight cover and structure. It causes them to go out into deeper water where there's less light so they can't be seen by the prey. And I think that's what happened to my big fish, because I went to go to my starting spot on Saturday, and as I started trolling to my first spot to start fishing shallow, I was looking down on my Garmin live scope, and just off of my spot in the ledge, there were smallmouth stacked up everywhere in 30 to 40 foot of water. So I ended up just taking out my drop shot, dropping on these fish, and I started loading the boat. In the first hour, not only did I fill my limit, but I also culled twice. The only problem was all those fish were 2.5, 3 pounds. So after I did that, I took a risk, left that spot, because it was just loaded with 2.5, 3 pounders, and I spent the rest of the day running around the north end of Lake Champlain trying to find a fish over 3 pounds to cull up closer to 20 pounds, but it just didn't happen. I caught tons of fish, but they were all 2.5, 1.5 pounds, so nothing would help me throughout the entire day. It's unfortunate, it is what it is, but we're gonna take the experience and go on to our next event and go from there. All in all, fun week of fishing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like below. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click that notifications button. That way you get notified every time I'm putting out awesome content for you guys. Be sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And if you want to come fishing with me on my 21-foot nitro bass boat, I offer a fishing guide service out here in eastern Pennsylvania, and I'd love to take you guys fishing. So you can learn more about my guide service at my website at anthonyogle.com. Until then, tight lines, and we'll see you out in the water.